It's John Black, Super Chemist, JBSE, back here again. We're going to talk about how the lie that the country, the USA, is based on Christianity. That's a lie. Okay. And another lie, this is unrelated, but some people think that the country is based on, immigration. That's a lie. Okay. The country is based on one thing, basically, and one thing only: freedom. Freedom. That's all. That's it. If you can sum it up into one word, that's what we stand for. That's what we believe in. And if you don't, you should. Okay? But let's get into this myth about how the country was based on Christian law, and based on Christian morals, and that it was the whole reason why the country was invented. People came here was because uh, to enforce Christianity. No, that's a lie. Okay, see, what happened was people came here to get away from Christian persecution. Okay, the Puritans was the first big, uh, you know, mass scale, mass migration, and the reason why they were doing this is because they were being persecuted by the Christians. They were just being, killed and tortured and all this other, other stuff. They just wanted to get away from it, along with a lot of other people. They were trying to get away from the persecution. And what's funny, like the Puritans were technically, I think they were Christians, you know what I mean? But they were being persecuted by other Christians that weren't the same as them, you know what I mean? Just like the other Christians that were coming, they weren't coming here to be, they were trying to get away from these other Christians who were, who were bossing them around, pushing them around, persecuting them. You know what I mean? It's like this. It was on the premise was that this country is based on freedom from religion, meaning that you can have any religion you want. You can have no religion. You can do any. You can have any thoughts that you want because that's what freedom is. Okay, freedom. Okay, it is not based on. If it was based on Christianity, then you're basically saying that it's based on not being free. If you have to be Christian or you think that it's all about Christianity, then that's why we say state and government need to split. They need to stay away from each other. Separation of those two things. That's a fundamental thing for this country. Is to get, you got a religion, you got a freedom, and you have a right to have it. But don't bring it into your government. Okay, you need not bring it into the government. All right. And they can say, "Oh, but our laws are based on Christianity." So it's legal in the United States to do human sacrifices because that's what's in the Bible. So is that what we believe in the United States? Are we for human sacrifice? Are we for rape and selling the rape victim to the rapist? Is that what the United States stands for? Is that what our laws are about? And what about slavery? Is that because the Bible never disavows slavery and actually promotes slavery and says it's very moral. It's very moral. I mean, they even give you directions on how to kill your slave because there's moral ways to kill your slave and there's immoral ways to kill your slave. So I mean, is that what you're saying? Is that our laws based on that? What about pedophilia? Are we allowed raping children? Okay, I guess not. What about discrimination? Do we believe in discriminating against gays and trans? And do we believe that? No, we don't. Oh, okay. What about racism? Country, we don't. Country doesn't believe in racism. We don't like racism, but God does. God loves racism. I mean, the first half of the Bible is him basically being racist, saying, "Go take anyone who ain't a Jew, go kill him right now, man." You know what I mean? Come on, man. It couldn't be more racist than that. I mean, go kill everyone that isn't Jewish. that's that's literally the definition of racism. Come on, man. And torture, yeah, is that what we believe in? punish the son for the sins of the father. Is that what we believe in? Actually, we don't believe in it, but they're trying to do that. They say about these reparations, they don't make sense because, you can't get a relative. You can't punish a relative for what a relative did. You know what I mean? Like if my brother does something, I shouldn't be punished for it. If my father does something, I shouldn't be punished for it. But definitely my great, 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 great grandmother and grandfather, that's how many greats you'd have to go back to the 1860s, where the slaves were. That I definitely should. If I shouldn't be punished for what my brother does, or my sister, or my aunt, and uncle, and my dad, and my mom, why would I be punished for something my great, 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 great grandmother or father did? That definitely doesn't make any sense. Okay, but why are they doing it? It's in the Bible. It's in the Bible. You punished the son for the sins of the father. Doesn't it sound familiar? Reparations? You think that it came from that maybe? Maybe just a little bit? Just a little? Nah, it wouldn't be. Nothing bad ever come from Christianity. I know, yeah, okay, you're right. Okay. What about genocide? Do we believe in genocide? Because God, he loves it. He got a hard on with genocides, man. And, do we stone gay people? Is that what we do? I mean, I understand in the New Testament he's like, well, only throw a stone if you're guilty or whatever. But he also says, Jesus also says in the New Testament, everything in the Old Testament is perfect. Everything is true and just. And if you don't think so, then you're going to hell. Okay, he said that. Not a tick, not a trot, or whatever he says. Meaning not a dotted I or a crossed T. None of it is wrong. So, is the country based on Christianity? Like their laws and their morals? Oh, really? What about the marriage? This was what really killed me with Christians is when the gay people wanted to get marriage, right? All the Christians. Well, a marriage is between a man and a woman. Can you believe that lie? I defy you to find more than 5 people in the Bible who didn't have more than one wife. Because I can name hundreds in the Bible. Hundreds! Maybe even thousands, I don't know. But they all had multiple wives. So yes, marriage is between a man and a woman, according to your religion. But you can't spout off and say, oh, my religion says this, and you're not telling the whole story that it's really about more than one wife. Because if if our marriage is based on Christianity, right? If our laws in the United States was based on Christianity, we would be able to have more than one wife. But we don't. We're not allowed to. And why is that? Because our laws are not based on Christianity. If they were, there would be chaos in the street, man. We'd be having human sacrifices, slavery, all this kind of crap, man. Racism, genocide. I want you to think of this. They got these things called crimes against humanity after World War II because Hitler, he did all these crimes against humanity, all these bad things, okay? Did you know that God has violated 100% of all the crimes against humanity in that proposal or those laws about crimes against humanity? God in the Bible, the Jewish Bible, Christian Bible, Muslim Bible, same guy. He has committed every single one. My Pastafarian God did. He didn't break any crimes against humanity, man. As a matter of fact, he didn't do anything. He created you. He created this what it takes to make you rather, universe for you to be in, and then the universe made you, and you whatever, but he's not interfered since then. Never. Never. Okay? So when you're running late for church and you're like, oh my God, please let me find my keys. And then you open your eyes and you see, oh my God, it's right there. They're there. You grab your keys and you go to church. And you're a preacher, right? And you get up on stage and you say, man, you know what? I was late for getting here and God helped me find my keys. What he did was he was omnipresent. So all millions of little girls and boys were being raped and he's watching it. But you know what? He saw me looking for my keys. Okay? He saw me looking for my keys. He helped me out. Over all them little girls and boys that were getting raped that he was looking at. He said, no, I'm going to get them keys. Okay? Really? Well, you know what? No. God does not look at children that are being raped and see some guy who's looking for his keys and says, you know what? I'm going to help out that guy with his keys. Okay? He does not do that. All right? Stop saying stuff like that. Stop bringing up stories like that. Okay? If you think God is helping you with something and it's not helping more than it would helping a little child not be raped, then your God is a piece of shit. Okay? Okay? Like my God doesn't help, but he doesn't help anybody. He doesn't hurt anybody either. He just watches. We're just TV. Okay? That's all we are. He gave you life. What more do you want from him? Okay? Yeah. And the real God, what's funny is the real God is pissed off because these Christians just talk shit on him all the time, man. They portray him as an evil person. He is not an evil person. He is not someone that would help you find your keys when he can help some little girl being raped. He don't do that. He don't do that. He doesn't believe in human sacrifice. He doesn't believe in animal sacrifice. He doesn't believe in rape and racism and torture and discrimination. He doesn't believe in any of that. And you're spreading lies saying that he does when he does not. He's not evil. You're just making him evil because you believe this brainwashed thing. Let me ask you something. If a Christian baby was swapped with a Jewish baby, and both families, the Christian family only hung out with Christian people, only went to church with Christian people, and the Jews over here, they only hung out with Jewish people, and they only went to church with Jewish people. And you took the Christian baby and you gave it to the Jew family, and you gave the Jew baby to the Christian family. What do you think's going to happen? The Christian baby's going to grow up Jewish, and the Jewish baby's going to grow up Christian. Obviously, right? Really? You get it, right? So when someone says, I feel it in my heart that my Christianity is I feel it in my heart. Well, let me tell you something. If that, in that scenario I just said, the Christian baby that's given to the Jewish family, I guarantee you, 10 years later, he'll be saying, I feel in my heart that Judaism is the right way to go. Pure Judaism, not Muslim Judaism or Christian Judaism. And I guarantee you the Jew baby that was given to the Christian family would grow up and say, I feel it in my heart, that the Christian God is the right God. Even though he was born from the Jewish family, you know what I mean? Why? Because you were brainwashed. I mean, if I had a kid and I told him from day one, hey, this notebook right here, this is God. He doesn't like to move around a lot when you see him, but this is him. He created everything and blah, 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 blah. And everyone in the community agreed with that. Let me tell you, at 18 years old, that kid, he'd be saying, I really feel it in my heart that God is in that notebook. I just feel it in my heart that this notebook is God. That's exactly what that kid would say when he grew up or when he got older.